so we're off right now, Sam. 9:27 the start time. Watch the swimmers right now as we head into position here at the 2017 USA Swimming Junior National 5K Championship in this women's event. Swimmers at this point just trying to get into a nice position, get into their pace, settle it out. A lot of experience gained from this. What's that? Mackenzie what? Okay. Mackenzie Ahrens, number 4 on the inside. She's setting herself up very nicely for a good position as we head into the first position. Erica what? Sullivan. Oh, and she's in the lead right now. Okay. We're going to keep an eye on Erica Sullivan throughout this race. She's off to an early lead right now. Erica Sullivan, an extremely talented young woman. She's also out of the Sandpiper of Nevada Club. Sullivan and Ahrens out to early lead here, really setting a strong pace as we head out to this first buoy.
Jeff, back up just a little.
3 laps, approximately 1,650 meters per lap. And Sullivan out here to the early lead in the third position is Erickson from Nova in the third position. Women just sort of relaxing, setting a nice relaxed pace right now. Strategically, each of them trying to find that position. Not wanting to get out too quickly. Aaron's in front. Sullivan's in second. Owenby and Erickson in the 3-4 positions right now. Legger Walker. Legger Walker. Where's Ahern's out of? Ahern's now off to an early lead. And looking strong as we head back down this back section of the course. It's 150 meters buoy to buoy back here. As we make this first turn, just like we talked about yesterday during the 10K races, you can tell a lot about the rate that's being set there as we move through this. Actually, we have one swimmer here just lost her goggles. Again, these are some of the challenges you face in open water swimming, lessons learned. That's of course the reason why so many swimmers will use the tape to keep those goggles in place. But going back to the pace that's being set, you can tell a lot just by looking at how the pack is distributed front to back in this. So you can see right now we're pretty stretched out, meaning we've got a really strong pace being set by our leaders. And right now that leader has changed over to Erica Sullivan. We're going to really watch Erica Sullivan. She is an extremely talented young woman, has showed great promise in open water swimming. She rolls over onto her back, again, just sort of watching. She wants to keep an eye. She wants to see if she can let somebody else take over. That's something we typically see, a maneuver you see with the more veteran swimmers. You don't want to necessarily get out and have to hold all the energy. It takes a lot more energy to be lead swimmer. And so at that point she was trying to see if she could get someone else to take over for her. She couldn't, so she's back on her mark there. Okay. And okay, Sullivan again rolling over under her back. I think she'd like to let Ahrens take over. She's slowing it down. Moving over to the side. Again, that's a veteran maneuver. She just wants to get in that nice draft position. The best draft position right there on the hip. You get a little pocket right there. That, of course, kind of slowed the pace. We're going to see how this comes. Again, you see a maneuver like that happen and watch what happens to the rest of the pack. It kind of bunches back up as the swimmers who are holding on that fast pace start to realize and catch up as the leaders kind of slow down the tempo a bit. Ayers now in the lead position. Sullivan in that second position. In our third position is Erickson in that third position now. Nicole Saladin from Fast now moving up in the middle of the pack. Ahrens and Sullivan in the 1-2 position. Allegra Walker in third. Spelling in the 4th position. Mary Beth Johnson moving up into the 5th position. So right now it looks like there's a little bit of off-course maneuvering. So I don't know if they picked up a cue. Our leader, Sullivan, now starting to open it up. Remember, she backed off a little bit earlier and wanted to slow the pace down. Now she's trying to gap it a bit. Yeah, Sullivan's swimming a bit off course right now. I don't know if she's queuing off the red and the lifeguard. Now I think she's probably trying to key in a little bit. Now it looks again, she's going into that backstroke. Seeing if maybe this is an opportune time to let someone else take her over, but she decides not to. Resumes tempo, setting a really, really strong rate right now. Sullivan, Aaron Sullivan in the 1-2-3 position right now. 4th is Erickson. Mary Beth Johnson in the 5th position. Sullivan off strong again, rolls over on her back just to sort of gauge where everybody is, but at this point it's not a function of seeing if she can transfer some of the leader responsibilities. It looks like she's comfortable at this stage taking that lead, and she's opened up a good 3 to 4 body length gap on the rest of the field. We'll watch how this transpires. She's definitely one of the stronger swimmers in this field, and she's showing that now. Sullivan's gapping it now. We got Ahrens, Sullivan from Nova. Ahrens now in that 2nd position, but Sullivan continues to open it up here early in the race. Sullivan is now really opening up that gap on Ahrens, Sullivan, and Erickson. Much like what we saw in yesterday's 10K women's race when Ashley Twitchell just decided to take it off, and off she went with a commanding lead at the end, nearly a minute and 40 seconds over the second position. So we've really seen this thing spread out. We got Sullivan well out in front, then we got the pack of 3 behind her, and behind that we go into a pack of anywhere between 6 and 10 swimmers. As we come up, we're about 100 meters off of where the feeding dock is. Remember, they don't feed in 5K. Feeding station only active during the 10-kilometer race and longer. 10-kilometer race is the Olympic distance contested, but at the World Championships, it's the 5, the 10, and the 25. So you would see a feeding station at 10 and 25 kilometers at the international and domestic level. Some of Sullivan's teammates on the docks giving her a cheer dance. Kind of fun to see. As she opens up this lead, she's now got a 40, 50 meter lead over the next pack. Some of the swimmers waving up to their coaches, family and friends there as they pass the dock. Great spot for parents, coaches, and fans to interact with the swimmers as they pass.
What's that? Very good.
Maddie Johnson's moved into 5th. Definitely wants to move up with this group of 3. Working with a group is clearly easier for the most part. I say that for the most part because Sullivan and as Twitchell and Wilmofsky all demonstrated yesterday, there's a liability in going out on your own, but there's also some relief, some inspiration that you get from knowing, hey, I'm comfortable, I'm confident, I'm here, I'm opening up this gap, and that can really buoy you to get through the remainder of the race. But generally speaking, obviously swimming next to other swimmers is advantageous. You have the draft, you have the ability to work together. Just like you see in cycling, a lot of times you'll see a chase pack that will catch up on the leader because they have that benefit of kind of having the life of the pack. So we're through at about 22 minutes and change on the first lap. That's actually a bit faster than we saw in the men's race. So that'll sort of show you the rate at which Sullivan's moving up there. She's definitely hasn't held back. She toyed around a little bit, maybe in the first 600 meters of the race, fell back into the 2-3 position, but now she's decided to take it all out there by herself, and she continues to open it up. We're now over 50 meters of a gap that she has over the rest of the field.
Thank you. Seconds. Is that what you have? More or less? Yeah, more or less.
So we got about a 21-second differential now. Sullivan's opened up. It's just over one lap completed in this race. Tell you a little bit about the speed that she's carrying right now.
No.
Sullivan, Aherns, and Erickson are making up our 2, 3, 4 positions right now. And just for point of reference, if you're watching from the shore, this lead boat is with that second chase group, and Sullivan is out in front. So really big difference here that we see over the last few days. LA County lifeguards out here training just before this event earlier in the week on Wednesday, and they could barely keep their paddleboards going. The winds were so strong. Today, clearly that's not the case. We got ideal glass conditions, very smooth. Ideal day for the 2017 USA Swimming Junior National 5K Championships. And Sullivan rounds the buoy here at this end of the course. Saladin holding that second position. Ayers in the third position, and Erickson in that fourth position now, as these three women work together with hopes of closing this gap. Maddie Johnson holding that fifth position. Her hopes kind of pulling away from her in terms of catching this. So she's going to be, at this stage, really swimming all by herself. Again, that's a challenging position to be in. But she's doing a really nice job out here. Regardless of where these young women are in the race, this is a really tremendous athletic accomplishment. It's a big deal for all of them to be here. We're giving a lot of attention clearly to the leaders and what's going on at the front of the race, but it's really important to remember what it takes to get here. Swimming 5 kilometers in a race setting, it's a big deal regardless of who you are. So in the 2-3 position, Sullivan and Ayers now pulling away just a bit from Erickson.
Turn 2, 25 swimmer, 2 green cap flag.
Erica Sullivan still holding that lead position well out in front. We'll get another time differential off this buoy once we get up here. We're about 200-300 meters off of that right now. So we'll have a time differential here coming up and let you know what kind of lead. Sullivan's opened up right now. So it's about a 24-second lead. So she's opened up a few seconds on that last pack. Sullivan in that second position right now. Sullivan's sister, Catherine, was the 6th in the 10K yesterday. So a lot of open water talent in the family out of the Fullerton area swim team, Fullerton Aquatics. Yeah. So Sullivan and Erickson in the 2-3 position. Yeah. So in that 4th position, we have Erickson, who's just fallen a little bit off. I got it. Sam, copy.
There you are. Just making sure your radio's working there, boss.
It worked way better when you turned them on.
Amen, brother. You're live.
It's cool. Practicing. So we got Sullivan with about a 26-second lead. Behind her, Sullivan out of the Fullerton area swim team. Sullivan's sister, Catherine, yesterday was 6th in the 10K, so lots of talent in that family when it comes to open water swimming. Aarons is in that 3rd position, and Erickson has now sort of fallen a little bit off of these two, so we're basically split up 1-2-1 right now with our lead pack of 4.
Mike, and here goes top 4 again for us slowly.
Erica Sullivan is well in the lead with about a 26-second lead at this point. In the 2nd position is Saladin is in the 2nd position. In the 3rd position is Aarons, Mackenzie Aarons, and in the 4th position is Erickson. Sullivan maintains the lead. Saladin and Ahrens now, those are two who have the advantage of working with each other. And they're doing a nice job keeping a strong pace in the 2-3 position. Erickson holds on to a solid third, but she has moved back about 30 or 40 meters behind the 2-3 positions. Sullivan getting a little inspiration from the coaches, friends, family, and fans there on the dock. She actually has enough in her to joke with some of her teammates. Good spirited fun as they move through here. We close out, getting ready to close out the second of 3 laps in this 2017 USA Swimming Junior National Open Water Championships.
Just a reminder, gentlemen, our top 8 will be presenting you right after the women's race is complete. Look out front there, folks. You see Erica Sullivan with that huge lead ahead of Solomon, Ahrens, and Erickson. Those ladies make up your top 4. Sullivan looks great.
And after 2 or 3 laps, we're about 43 minutes in. So that's showing some very consistent movement. The men's race, we saw some negative split. You know, they started off with a little bit more relaxed pace and really built into some speed at the end. Sullivan out there just really holding a strong, consistent pace that she kind of picked up about 800 meters in and then hasn't looked back. One thing to keep an eye on, we'll look for the excitement of the finish. We'll watch Saladin and Ahrens as we move through this, because this could be a pretty exciting sprint for them. Saladin's pretty much held this 2 position, which theoretically Ahrens gets a little bit of advantage riding in her slipstream. So we'll see if that helps her out as they move around once we get to that finish. If they're still holding this, that could be a very exciting 2-3 finish. But right now, what we've got with Sullivan well out in front, she's looking strong, barring anything extremely unusual. She should continue to extend her lead. She's done so at each buoy. We've noticed about a 2 or 3 second pickup. Erickson with a strong number 4 position. However, she's out there all alone. You can see her. So very difficult for her to kind of get back up with these women in the 2-3 position. She'll continue to swim in that position solo, but looking smooth and strong. Once again, want to reiterate the fact that it really takes a lot for everyone in this field to be in this race. Racing 5 kilometers, for many of these swimmers, it's their first 5-kilometer race. And it's a significant deal. And they should all be congratulated following the completion of this, because it's a big deal to come out and race 5 kilometers, particularly your first time. But right now, we'll go back to our leader, Sullivan. Very strong as she rounds this outside buoy, extremely smooth, nice water out here that she's getting.
No,
So Sullivan's opened up about a 35-second lead over Saladin and Aarons. So we see that just a little bit, about 2 seconds on each long leg she's been picking up. So still strong, moving out there all by herself. Barring any unforeseen issue, we're probably note her as the 2017 USA Swimming Junior National 5K champion, but this 2-3 position, that's still remains an exciting race. Saladin and Aarons, Saladin holding the 2 position, Aarons in the 3 position. Aarons having if there's any advantage she has, it's going to be that she's been able to sort of ride in that slipstream. You do notice a slight tempo change. Slight tempo change on the backside here. Saladin seems to up the game a bit. Aarons hanging right with her, however. Melissa, you got your cameras just sitting right there. Oh, just one big fish. So, yeah, that's why I wanted to.
Sound off.
We're getting close to this last turn before we head into the final short leg portion of this final lap. Sullivan still with a very commanding lead. What's happened, however, in the 2-3 position now is Saladin has opened up on Aaron. So Saladin now making a move away, has a comfortable number 2 position. Aaron's in 3. Ericsson still in the 4 position, but there is a pack that's starting to catch up back there.
Mark, what was that again? What was the score that came out? 137. Paige McKenna, Parkland. Main pump was a scratch. Great, thank you very much.
So we got about 500 meters left in the race. Sullivan well out in front. She's about 30 meters off of the final right-handed turn here. She'll make her way down to the fluorescent green salmon egg buoy and make that only left-hand turn into the finish chute. Yes, once again, comfortably out in front in this number 2 position, Saladin, out of the Fullerton area swim team. Aaron's comfortably in the 3rd position right now. One of the things that's been kind of fun to watch as Sullivan's come around past the dock where we have the 10K feed stations. Seeing how she interacts with her teammates, they seem to be having a lot of fun. She'll lift her head. They'll yell out words of encouragement, and they're waiting for her right now. She is about 60 meters off of that dock. Following that, about another 20 meters, and she'll make that turn, coming right back into shore. Sullivan gets some really nice encouragement here as she goes past the dock. She's got her teammates out here from Sandpiper. Got their cheer dance they've been giving her on every round. Fun to see. Swatch, she's gonna probably once again lift her head. She acknowledges them, she laughs, she knows this is all hers. You're gonna see her in just a few minutes, or seconds I should say. Just getting ready to round. You can see us at this point.
All right, folks, come on down towards the finish, and let's bring your champion home, Erica Sullivan, with this huge lead.
Yeah, here comes Sullivan. You can see her coming around the left-hander buoy. She'll make her way all the way in. She's got about a 40-second lead. You'll see next Saladin. Aaron's after her. But right now, all Sullivan as she's making her way in toward the finish. Great accomplishment for all these swimmers. Most of whom this is their first 5-kilometer race. So again, as I've said a couple times now, really big deal.
Once again, a reminder, our top 8 gentlemen, please report to the award staging area. We're just minutes away from the men's award presentation.
Four swimmers. Could not catch the number on the shoulder of her arm, but she's got a black cap on. 20 more swimmers.
Here comes Erica Sullivan getting ready to wrap up her victory. Let's make some noise for her. If you're on the beach or the shore, somewhere out here in the venue, give her some energy. Behind her, you've got Saladin and Aarons. Great job by these ladies, wrapping up their 5K Open Water Junior National Championship. And there she is, ladies and gentlemen. Erica Sullivan, the 16-year-old from Sandpipers.
Make sure the finishers are okay.
Erica Sullivan, your junior national champion in the 5K. Nice job out there, Sully. And up on the dock, here she is, your junior national champion. Erica, give us a wave. Nice job. Congratulations. Boom shakalaka. I believe this is Nicole Saladin of Fullerton, racing in for second. Look back behind these ladies. Look at the battle there for 4th place. Let's give it up For Nicole Saladin, your runner-up. Racing in here for third, Mackenzie Ahrens of Academy Bullets. There she is, Mackenzie. Nice job. Nicole, give us a wave. Your runner up there. Great job. Congratulations. Here comes your third place finisher climbing out on the dock, Mackenzie Ahrens. Mackenzie, give us a wave there. Nice job. Those are your top three in the 5K. Here comes this battle for fourth. Not sure who these ladies are. I think one of them is Erickson out there, but not sure who the other two are. Look at this battle for fourth. What a finish at the touch. Right there you go. Racing to the end. Nice job. Look at this big pack behind the leaders. Hey, a big thank you to the folks out on the boat, officials, referees. Also Mike Lewis, the voice of Open Water Swimming. Always great to have Mike calling the action. Great insight there, Mike. Couldn't agree more. Once again, how about a round of applause for these ladies as they exit the dock area, coming into the finish.
You talking to the boat camera?
All of them get a boom shakalaka. Great job. Keep it up. Show them some love here. Great job. Looking for our top 8 gentlemen to the award staging area. Top 8 to the award staging area immediately. Once again, show these ladies some love. Nice job there. Great job on your 5K. Need our top 8 gentlemen. 5K. Top 8 gentlemen to the award staging area immediately. Thank you.
Boat camera is leaving. Boat camera is leaving. safe.